Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Very good evening to everyone, and welcome you all to our monthly Dhamma talk in English. As usual, I have prepared and I have ready to give you some beautiful teachings of the Buddha for your enlightenment. We have been conducting this series of Dhamma talk last few months and few years as well, with the help of all the well-wishers and the members of our temple, and also with the help of our Sunday school children. I'm also very delighted to give you some teachings about the teachings of the Buddha and some beautiful message of the Buddha to you children, to you people. Because the purpose of the teachings of the Buddha is to make our life better, and is to arrange our life better, and for the sake of our well-being. So therefore we had to spend some time listening to the teachings of the Buddha. We can say many people, they are not very eager to listen to the teachings of the Buddha, but they are very eager to conduct all those pujas and other types of offerings, right? That is okay. That is completely fine, but you had to put some effort, you had to find some time to listen to the teachings of the Buddha. You only get good knowledge, enlightened knowledge, if you get the knowledge from the teachings of the Buddha. If you just spend your time to conduct all those pujas and other things, offerings, without getting knowledge of the Buddha, that may not help us to release from this samsara, right? Therefore, you have to spend some time to listen to the teachings of the Buddha. Those listening may definitely helpful for you to arrange your life for the betterment of your existence. That is the purpose of listening to the teachings of the Buddha. Understand? So having had that in your mind, please get ready to listen to the teachings of the Buddha. If your mind is not with you at the moment, please bring your mind back to this moment. Don't let your mind to travel to your home, back in your home. Don't let your mind to travel anywhere. Just bring your mind to this moment and just focus your attention on my talk and just listen carefully. I want you to listen carefully, and I want you to pay your attention on my talk. Understand? Very good. And today I'm going to teach you something very special and very beautiful. It's a very important, very relevant teachings of the Buddha to our life. You know that there are thousands of discourses of the Buddha, right? Thousands of beautiful teachings of the Buddha. But out of them, I have selected one of the most important and one of the most relevant topics, discourse of the Buddha for the sake of you, lay people like you. The lay people like you. This discourse is really important. Students like you, parents like you, and people, lay people like you. Therefore, please listen carefully. This is very important teachings of the Buddha to gain happiness and success in your daily life, and also in your job, career, or whatever achievement you want to achieve in the future. Understand? This discourse is called Vyaggapajja Sutta, or you can call Digajana Sutta also. And it is mentioned in Anguttara Nikaya, a numerical discourses of the Buddha. And under the section of 8 factors, this sutta is mentioned in there. Vyagapajja. Let's see why Lord Buddha wanted to deliver this discourse. What is the purpose the Buddha wanted to deliver? The one day, Buddha was residing Kakkarapatta, a village called Kakkarapatta in India. And at that time, there was a young fella living in that city, and he approached the Buddha. And having approached the Buddha, he had some beautiful, excellent questions. He said in this way, "The Lord Buddha, I am a lay person. I have a family. I have children. And I had to earn my living. I had to get a good job. I had to study. And I had to bear all the responsibilities in my family. Not only that, I usually enjoy sensual pleasures. I have thousands of jewelries. I use different types of perfumes. And I have other types of valuable things for the daily usage." So he had such kind of compliments and statements towards the Buddha. And he requests the Buddha, "This is the conditions of my lay life. Lord Buddha, may you teach something good Dhamma, may you teach good Dhamma, which help me to get happiness and which help me to have succeed in my daily life. Please teach me some Dhamma." He asked in that way. So what he wanted to know how to get happiness and how to get successful life in his daily life as a lay person. So he asked those questions from the Buddha. The Buddha was so delighted, and he was so ready to give the beautiful answer to these questions. Having given lots of beautiful explanations of the Buddha, this discourse has explained very clearly and precisely. Then the Buddha said that, "Well, I will teach you the Dhamma. I will give you the instructions that you have to follow, that you have to undergo if you want to gain real happiness and real success in your life." Do you want to get happiness in your life, children? How do you want to get your happiness? Having enough money? Yeah, money makes you happy, right? Of course, money makes us happy. Yeah. Then this fellow said, then the Buddha said that, "I will give you very good instructions. Please listen carefully and pay your attention." Then the Buddha gave 8 types of instructions, 8 types of conditions and factors which help him to gain his happiness and success in his daily life, and also the happiness and well-being after this life. That means in next life. So look at this discourse. The Buddha did not only give the factors which help to gain happiness and success in this life, but also in next life. So let's see what are those, right? Listen carefully. Then the Buddha gave 4 types of factors, conditions, which can deceive or which help to gain happiness and success in this lay life, like your life. Okay? And the first one, what is the first one? He said, accomplishment of effort, right effort, persistent effort. Young fella, you must have persistent effort. Accomplishment of effort, you must have that in you if you want to gain happiness and success. What is the first one? Utthana sampada. You must have persistent effort. continuous effort, not giving up effort, right? And that is the first one you had to have, first quality that you had to have. What is the first one you had to have? Effort, persistent effort, arakka sampada. The second one, Buddha said that. Utthana sampada, first one. Then the second one is arakka sampada. Arakka sampada means proper vigilance. How to get protections. The Buddha instructed, okay? Buddha said that first, have some good effort. And the second, you have to have some protections. I will explain to you one by one later on. And the third one, he said that accomplishment of associating with spiritual friends. Kalyana mittata. And the last one, what's the last one? Right livelihood. Samajivikata. Balanced livelihood. Right? Balanced one. Not imbalanced livelihood, but balanced livelihood. Do you have a balanced livelihood in your life? Maybe for this extent you may have. But when you become your father and mother in the future, so you have to have a balanced life. So don't worry, I will give you the instructions how to become a balanced person. Okay? Listen carefully. So if I ask you, what is the first method or what is the first technique, what is the first instruction that Buddha asked this young fellow to follow? What is the first one? What is the first one? Effort, yeah. Persistent effort. You must have that. The effort is very important in every life, right? It doesn't matter you are a student or you are a mother or father. You must have persistent effort. If you are a student without having this good quality of persistent effort, it is very difficult for you to continue your studies. Isn't that so? Without good effort, I don't think that you will be able to do something properly and productively. For example, just now, our monthly Dhamma talk usually conducted at 5:30, right? 5:30 p.m. So you had to put some effort from your home to come here, right? You can't come automatically. You had to get dressed and you had to drive, your parents had to drive, and you had to obey the traffic rules and the traffic lights. So all those are considered as effort. You had to have some effort in order to achieve something in your life. Can you achieve something without effort? No. If you want to eat something, also you have to make some effort. First, what do you have to do? You have to wash vegetables, you have to wash rice, and you have to cook it, and you have to wait until the food cooked. Isn't that so? So nothing is possible without right effort. The effort is a crucial factor for us, for our development, whatever career, whatever situation you have. So the Buddha said that if you are an persistent effort person, definitely you may get happiness in your life. You may get success in your life. So children, if now you are a student, so please put some good effort in your studies, because this young age may not come again. This is the best time for you to study, and this is the best time for you to gain your knowledge about your studies. And this is the excellent time for you to perform your studies well. So what you need to do is you have to have persistent effort. When we talk about this persistent effort, we can discuss this factor under 4 categories, under 4 factors further, okay? First one, you have to be a clever person. So this persistent effort is originated with other factors as well, okay? Effort should go with some other 4 factors. Listen carefully what those things, okay? First one, you have to be very clever. Effort alone may not sufficient enough if you are not clever enough. You have to be a very clever person in your studies. If you are an unclever person, even though you have good effort, if you are not clever, then you will be unsuccessful. Understand? That's why the Buddha said that you have to be very clever in any areas that you engage in. For example, a farmer, he has to be very clever of his farming. He has to know what is the right time to do this, and what is the best time to harvest, and what is the best fertilizer to put in, and what is the best method to protect his harvest. So in that way, he has to be very clever about his farming well, right? And also, if you are a businessman, you have to have a very good knowledge about your business. You have to be very clever of your business. If you are an unclever businessman, you won't be able to success. You won't be able to succeed in your business. Therefore, the Buddha said that first, persistence must contain or must go with cleverness. Understand? So you have to be very clever. Unclever person will be unsuccessful. Therefore, you have to have a cleverness in your studies. Understand? That is what the Buddha means by dakko. You have to have cleverness. Sometimes we are born clever. Are we born clever? Sometimes some people are born clever. They can count very well, and they can tell the different types of names of the countries and the names of the flags, and they can recognize easily, right? They don't have to remember. Why? Because they are born clever. It's okay if you are not born clever, but if you are a determined person, you can be a clever person, right? What you need to have determination to achieve something. If you have a good determination, definitely you will be able to become a successful person. And also, you have to identify your cleverness. You have to identify what I am good at, right? So, am I good at writing? Am I good at drawing? Am I good at singing? So you have to identify your skills and your cleverness, right? And that is, the Buddha said that you have to have persistent effort plus cleverness, okay? And you have to be a clever person. And there is an old saying in Sinhala, it says that in that way, loving nekek way et dekata samata, right? We all are, each and every one of us is clever of something, right? Do you have any special skill and ability? You all have. That's why the Buddha, not Buddha, is an old saying, like a poem, right? Like, loven nekek weyek dekata samata. So you may have some special skills in your life. Sometimes it could be singing, it could be counting, it could be drawing or writing, whatever things, right? So if you do not have any skills, so if you are not clever enough, do not worry. Please put some effort and try to be determined and continue your work and continue your studies. Then definitely you will be clever. And the second factor which goes with persistent effort is analaso. You should not be a lazy person. Are you lazy now? Don't be lazy. When you listen to the teachings of the Buddha, you should not be lazy. And you have to sit properly. Don't move yourself. Don't throw your arms and fingers to here and there. Just sit, keep your back straight and listen carefully. Because that is how you should listen. You have to be very energetic when you listen, when you study. You should not be lazy. The Buddha said that even if you have a good effort, but if you are a lazy person, forget it, you can't be a successful person. All right? So therefore, you have to overcome your laziness. And there is methods to overcome laziness. The Buddha said, I will explain to you later. And let's talk about how lazy person act, how lazy person postpones his activities, his studies. I will tell you, maybe you are one of them. Listen carefully. The lazy person always think in this way, okay? He said, if he wants to do something, if he wants to go to school, he thinks in that way. Oh, today's weather is very cold. I can't get up in the morning. I may sleep another 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I will get up and I will go. He has such kind of mental thinking and mental proliferation in his mind. Why? Because he's lazy. He accused the cold weather. And not only that, if the weather is hot, he complains again. Oh, today weather is too hot. I can't go out. I can't go to work. I can't go to school. I can't do anything because weather is too hot. It's better to stay at home. It's better to stay in and rest. Are you someone like that? Are you a lazy person? You should not do. And also he thinks in that way. Oh, it's too early now. I can't get up now. It's too early. I have to sleep more. Let's say that you have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready to go to school. And you say, it's too early for me, Mom. I want to sleep more. Please, I will sleep up to 5:30. So you ask like that. Why? Because you are lazy. Are you like that? Don't be like that. 5 means 5, not 5:30, not 5 or 5. Right? Therefore, please, don't ever think in that way. And also lazy person thinks in that way. Too late at night. It is too late at night now. Mom, I want to go to sleep. It's too late. I can't do my work further anymore. Right? You think in that way. I know. Because you are lazy. Lazy person always thinks it's too early and it's too late to do something. And also he said, I'm hungry now. I can't give a Dhamma talk now. I am hungry now. I can't study. I can't go to school. I can't listen to this talk. I want to go and get something to eat. I want to go and get something to drink. So you think in that way. Why? Because you are lazy. This is not I said, this is what the Buddha said that. If you want to gain your success in your life, if you want to gain your happiness in your life, then don't ever think those things. Don't be lazy. And also he said, he thinks in that way. Now I am too full. I consumed a huge plate of rice together with curries. So I am very full now. So, having thought in that way, the lazy person always postpones his daily activities. If he is a student, he postpones his studies. Why? Thinking in that way. That is not the right way. Understand? Don't ever think it is too early to get up, it is too late to do something, and it's too hot, too cold, hungry, or I'm full. Don't ever think that way. If a lazy person thinks in that way, he may not get a chance to do anything in his life. He may not find a time to do anything. Why? Because he always postpones his activities. Right? It is not good. And in one of the discourses of the Buddha, in another place, he said, if you have heard Parabhava Sutta, the discourses on downfall, The Buddha said that laziness is one of the downfalls in our life. If you have that, please overcome it. Please don't be lazy. Please be an energetic person. And you can go to the best school in Australia if you work as an energetic person. In your VCE exam and in your selective exam, in other examinations, if you can do without being lazy and without become lazy person, or if you put effort, definitely you will be able to go to the best school in Australia. Trust me, you can get a good scholarship to continue your studies in the future if you use these things, if you are not a lazy person. Your age may not get again. This age may not come to you again. Day by day we are getting old, day by day we are growing. So this time is the best and excellent time for you to study. Don't be lazy. Be an energetic person. Be an energetic person, okay? Good. And if you are a lazy person, there is methods to overcome your laziness. The Buddha has given. Look at the Buddha, how kind he was. He was such a kind-hearted person for all the human beings in this world. Well, if you are a lazy person, please follow these methods and instructions if you want to overcome from your laziness. What is the first one? He said, Arabhadatu. You must, the effort required to begin a particular actions, you must put some effort to start some kind of activity, right? So if you want to go somewhere, you just plan only without getting into the car, without getting into the bus, you won't be able to go to there. So if you want to swim, you know how to swim, and you know the instructions how to swim, but if you do not jump into the water, you won't be able to swim, right? So you have to start your activity. You have to put some effort to start activity. That is called arabdhatu. The effort is required to begin a particular actions in our life. And the second one, parakkamadhatu, the effort required to sustain an action in terms of obstacles. So when you do your activity, the activity that you have started, so sometime when you want to continue that action, you may experience obstacles on the way, right? Obstacles may come to you, barriers may come to you when you study or when you do that. But you have to have the strong effort, parakkamadhatu, to sustain without giving up that activity. Understand? Please, that is called parakkamadhatu. And nikkamadhatu, the effort required to continue until the completion of your work. Until the completion of your work, you have to have effort. Understand? You have to put some effort to begin your action, and then you have to put some effort to sustain that action, and then you have to put some effort to complete that actions. So if you have those qualities, definitely you will be a successful person in your life. And the third one, third factor, which goes with effort, is you have to use skill in means. This part quite difficult one, I think. In Sinhala say that thanata sudusu nuwana is skill in means, right? You have to have this ability also. The third factor of skill in means is essential factor for the persistent effort. Third essential factor, okay? As mentioned in this sutta, when you do education, if you are a student, or if you do a business, or if you engage in farming or whatever things, you must have skill in means. That means you had to make right decision at the right time, and you had to use some skills in a proper time, right? That's what skill in means. There are two types of skill in means actually. Wrong skill in means and the right skill in means. But sometimes we use wrong skill in means to do or harm someone else. That is not good, right? We use some skill in means to kill or to hate or to do something harm to someone. That is not good one. But the Buddha said that try to have right skill in means, something which is very useful to our life, right? And if I tell you a very good story, how that lady, Kisa Gautami, have you heard the story of Kisa Gautami? Kisa Gautami, he lost his one and only son. The son died, and she was so helpless, and she did not know what she had to do, and she went to the Buddha, and he asked the Buddha to help her to get the life back his dead son. She wanted to get the life back of his dead son, her dead son. And the Buddha said that, well, I will instruct you, I will tell you what you need to do if you want to get your child back into life. The Buddha used his skill in means. He did not say, oh, your child dead, the child is dead, and you can't give him the life back again, so just go away. The Buddha didn't say that. Buddha used his skill in means. The Buddha wanted her to understand the impermanence of life, the nature of the life. So he said, please go to the house where the death has not occurred yet, and get some mustard seed from that house where the death has not occurred yet. The Buddha said that, look at his ability. He did not want her to feel sad, but he wanted her to understand the impermanence of life. So the Buddha asked her to go and get the mustard seed. Do you know the mustard seeds, right? Thala, right? Abba, yeah. From the house where the death has not occurred yet. Then she went from house to house to get some mustard seed. But did she get? Every house she went, there had been a person who died. When she went there, when she asked, can I get a mustard seed from your house? But there's a condition. Is any one of this house dead before? Yes, my father died a few months ago. And when another house asked the same question again, yes, my brother died a year ago. So in that way, finally, gradually, she understood that death is not only common thing to my son only, but it is very common to everyone. Understand? The lady understood that. Kisa Gautami understood that death is common factor for everyone. So that is the skill in means. The Buddha had a skill in means. Right time, right decision, he has done. Right? You also had to do it. Sometime, when you study, you had to make right decision at right time. You had to use your skill in means in right time to make your things better, right? And also, there's another very good story. If you have heard about the story of Chulla Setti Jataka, it's a Jataka story, and that Chulla Setti, he was able to become a very rich person, having sold out a rat, dead body of rat. Have you seen the rats? Yeah, dead body of the rat. He saw that small creature died, dead, and then he took it and he went back and he started selling it. Maybe you think it's a funny thing. Nobody wants to get the dead rats or mice or mouse, but he could do that. What happens if we see dead body of animal? We just dig the hole and we bury the dead body, right? That's what we do. That's how we train to do. But this young fella, he collected it and then he told himself, this is enough for me to become a successful person. And he said that this small thing is good enough for me to become a successful person. So he sold it and he became a rich person gradually. After he got some amount of money from that dead body of rat, and he used that money to do something else. From then something else, he earned more money. Gradually, he was able to become a rich person. So, doesn't matter the thing is small, doesn't matter your life condition is small and poor, you can start. Understand? Only you have to have persistent effort. Understand? Please bear this, put this in your mind. Okay? And the last one, last quality of this one, you have to have a timetable, time plan, right? It's called for arrangement of things. You have to have arrangement, proper arrangement, and also well organization. You have to well organize your things. You have to arrange your things properly. And also you have to have a timetable when you do your studies. Okay, from this time to this time, it is my reading time. From this time to this time, it is my writing time. And this is from this time to from this time, it is my revising time. And from this time to this time, my eating time. And from this time to this time, it is for me to play my gadget. And from this time to this time, it is sleeping time. In that way, you must have a proper plan in your studies, in your life. Whatever things you do in your life, please do it according to the plan. By the end of this year, I will have to complete this course. By the next year, I may have to complete that course. By the 2025, I had to complete my VZ exam. I had to complete my selective exam well. So you had to have a map, you had to have a road map, and you had to have a practical approach and a very good systematic plan in your life. If you have those, please follow them. Definitely you will be a successful person. You know what? The Lord Buddha, he did his thing according to a plan. He did not do anyhow. He did his things according to the plan. From the moment he woke up until he went to the bed at night, he did his all the things according to the plan. That's why in the temple, if you go to the temple monks, usually monastic schools, the monks have to follow those timetable in the morning. Get up this time and do your regular activities at the temple, like cleaning, all the other things, and then prepare your breakfast, and after having breakfast, it is time for you to memorize or do other things, and then it is time for you to go to the school, go to the monastic school, and come back again, lunch, after lunch, revise, and after revise, go to the school again. And after finish his studies for that day, in the evening, had to get ready to the puja and whatever thing. So we are instructed to do the things according to the plan, according to the timetable. You must have a time frame in your life if you want to become a successful person. These are the secret of the success. These are the secret doors of your success. Please follow them in your life. Understand? Yeah. That's it. That's all about the persistent effort. Now let's go on to the second one, okay? Second factor of this discourse. We are running out of time. I try my best to finish very quickly. The second factor, he said, proper vigilance. Proper vigilance means protections from the society. You must have proper protection from the society. And also you must get a good protections for your properties as well. In this sutta, Buddha explained 2 types of protections that you must have. Right? Arakka sampada. Listen carefully. Okay? These are very important. Don't move yourself around. Okay? Just listen carefully. The second one, the Buddha said the arakka sampada, a proper vigilance. What do you mean by proper vigilance? That means we have to control our senses. How many senses do we have mainly? 3, right? Mouth, mind, and body. Of course, we have many senses, but mainly 3. You had to control your mouth. You had to control your bodily immoral conducts. You had to control your immoral verbal conducts and also your immoral mental thoughts. You had to control them. How to control them? What is the best method to control your senses? Can anyone tell me? What is the best method to control? What is the practical approach to control our senses? Can anyone tell me? If someone can answer to me, I will give that person a lolly later on. You want to get a lolly, please answer to me. What is the best practical approach to control your mind and your mouth and your body? Yeah? Yeah, meditation is one. Mindfulness, yeah. What? Calm. Yeah, good. All are good. But the precepts, 5 precepts, how many are there? 5 precepts. 5 precepts are the only practical approaches to control our senses. Control your senses. How to control your body? Stay away from killing. Killing is done with your body. Right? So, killing, if you want to abstain from killing, you have to observe first precept. And if you want to control your verbal misconducts, what do you have to observe? Musavada. Right? Yeah, that's also precept. And if you want to abstain from stealing, what is the precept? Adinadana. That's also precept. And if you want to refrain from misuse of your senses, what is the third precept? Kamesumicchachara. And if you want to abstain from taking intoxicated drinks, like drugs, alcohols, what is the precept? Suramere. So, if you can control your senses through these 5 precepts, then you are yourself protected. No enemies come to you. You are yourself protected if you protect these precepts. When you protect these precepts, you do not harm anyone in the society. You don't kill, you don't tell lies, you don't steal. So if you observe these precepts, that means you are protected yourself, and at the same time you protect the society. That's what the Buddha means by proper vigilance here. Understand? Please observe the precepts. Understand? Yeah. And not only that, when you observe these precepts, that means you give rights, human rights to the people to live properly. You do not violate human rights and animal rights. You give them right things at the right moment. Understand? And also, not only that, you have to, in the future, when you earn your living, if you have a very good income, you have to protect your income as well. That's what the Buddha means by here also. You have to protect your wealth in the future if you earn well. Okay? How do we protect our properties? Can anyone tell me? How do we protect our wealth? The Buddha said that there are 4 ways that may cause you to dissipate or lose your wealth. 4 ways. There are 4 ways that may cause you to lose your wealth. It's called dissipate your wealth. First one, addicted to womanizing. We call stridurta. Maybe these terms may be quite difficult for you to understand in your level, but these can apply to when you become your father and mother, when you are above 18 years old, when you become teenager. Okay? If you are addicted to womanizing, your wealth will lose. If you are addicted to alcohol, if you are addicted to alcohol in the future, if you get addicted to alcohol in the future, your money will lose. If you are addicted to gambling, do you know what gambling is, right? Your wealth will disappear in the future after you become a teenager. And if you associate evil friends, your money will lose. In that way, these 4 methods, 4 causes may cause you to lose your wealth, right? That's the second factor. What is the third one? Kalyana mitta. You have to associate spiritual friends. Do not watch the clock. We are going to finish soon. Okay, some people watching the clock. Are you bored? Are you bored? Please tell me if you are bored, okay? Because I want to stop there. I don't want to talk anymore if you are bored. Okay? Because this is very important and very interesting. Listen. So third one, you have to associate good friends. Kalyana mitta. One day, Venerable Ananda came to the Buddha, and he said to the Buddha, Lord Buddha, this Buddhist dispensation is mainly, half of this Buddhist dispensation mainly based on Kalyana Mitra, spiritual friends. Venerable Ananda said in that way, but the Buddha rejected. Buddha said that, no, Venerable Ananda, it is not half. The entire Buddhist dispensation is based on spiritual friends. Not half, but the entire dispensation of the Buddha is based on spiritual friends. So in our life, mostly will be a successful one depend on our good friends. If you associate good friends, definitely you will have a good life. If you associate bad friends, definitely you may have a bad life. We can't live alone in the society. We have to associate friends. You meet your good friends, you meet your friends at school, you meet your friends at MRT or metro, and you meet your friends at the playground, and you meet your friends on the flight when you travel. In that way, you meet various types of friends in your life. But you have to wise enough. You have to be diligent to recognize, to understand, to select your good friends. Right? Like that. We can't always expect everyone to be good in the society, because we can't find always good people in the society. There are a good one and bad one. Just like every coin has 2 sides, right? Every coin has 2 sides, one side and another side. So every society has many good and bad people. Just like if you see the coconut tree, if you see the mango tree, and if you see the apple tree, does apple tree have the same apples? No, various types of apples are there. Various types of coconuts are there. So likewise, in the society, there are people, good one and the bad one. But you have to be wise enough to select your good friends. If you are not wise enough to select your friends, and then you will be in trouble. Right? What happened to King Ajatasattu? What happened to him? What happened, King Ajatasattu? Yeah, King Ajatasattu, he had to he had to do lots of bad things due to bad association. At the end, what happened? He was reborn in the hell, right? Why? Because he associated bad friend, Devadatta, and he killed his own father. Look at that. And also, have you heard about the Sattikumbha Jataka, 2 parrots, the story of 2 parrots? Look at them. One parrot became a very good person, the other one became a very bad one. The purpose of that, the reason for that, because one parrot associated good friends, the other one associated bad friends. Likewise, if you associate bad friends, definitely your life will be affected. Good ways or bad ways depends on who you associate with. Understand? Please always select good friends. And Buddha has given names of the good friends as well. If you want to know, I can tell. He said, please associate good friends like someone like Upakaraka Mitra, the friend who always helps you. Please associate that one. And also he said, Samana Sukha Dukkha, a friend who shares happiness and sadness together with you. Please associate them. And he said, Attakai, a friend who gives you good counsel. When you do bad things, if your friend tells you, oh, my friend, don't do that, it's a bad. If you do that, you have to get a punishment. You may have to go to the police. Your parents know that, you have to get a punishment. So in that way, if your friend can find out your mistakes and errors, and please associate them. Do not associate the friend who encourage you when you do the bad things. When you steal something, when you're ready to steal something, if your friend tells, oh yeah, please steal it. If you steal it, we can get a lot of things, direct benefits. So please do not associate them. You will be in trouble. And the fourth one, Anukampaka. Anukampaka means a friend who shows you compassion. Please associate them. When you are in down, when you are in sad, if your friend helps you and show his compassion towards you, associate them. And those are considered as good friends. And also the Buddha said that bad friends not to associate with. 1. Vachi Parama, a friend of empty words. Do you have friends of empty words? The friends who always tell you, okay, I will do. If you ask some help from your friend say, okay, I will do, don't worry. Give me 1 day or 2 days or 1 week, maybe 1 hour. Then you go and ask again. Hey, please, can you help me? I asked about to lend me some money, right? Or lend you a cloth. I forgot it. I was so busy, I forgot it. Then he said, okay, just give me another 1 week or 2 days. He keeps saying, he keeps postponing, right, that one without helping. That's called Vachi Parama. Helps you with words only, not actions. Those words are not in actions, right? Do you have friends like that? Yeah, we have. Sometimes I have seen that. Yeah, your life maybe you have in the future. And Anya Dattuhara, a friend who only takes. Some people in the society, you have some friends, they always associate with you only to get benefits from you. If you have good money, if your parents have good money, your friends knows that. If I associate him, oh, I can get a free lunch, free breakfast, and free book, or free watching movie. So there are some friends who always there to get benefits and privileges from you. Don't you? Do you? Yes, we do have. And also, the other one, Anuppiyabani, a friend who is full of flattering. Please do not associate them. Right? If you are about to do something, if that person tells you, yeah, it is a good thing, please steal it, please kill it, please tell lies. So if you have friends like that, please do not ever associate them. Keep a distance with them. Right? Keep a distance with them. And then the last one, apaya sahayaka, a friend who is reckless. Don't associate them also, right? Those are bad friends. If you have those, please don't worry if they are going to mad at you or if they're going to sad with you. Don't worry, just leave them alone. Keep a distance. That's all about association good friends. And the last one is a balanced livelihood. Now for your age, maybe you think that that is not relevant, but if you know, you can use that in the future. When you become a teenager, if you know how to balance your life, you will be a happy person and successful person. You know what? In the future, if you have an imbalanced livelihood, and if you keep losing your wealth, and then you may experience lots of financial problems in your life. Trust me. Okay? You may have to pay your mortgage in the future, house renting. Now you don't know that hardship. Now you don't understand that hard time because your parents pay you everything. You get free food, you get free lodging, and everything is free, right? Because now. But when you become a teenager, nothing is free. You have to work hard. You have to earn your living. That's why they are training you to pass your examination very well, like VZ exam and university exams. Pass them properly, then you can get a good jobs, right? That's why the Buddha said that you have to use your wealth, you have to utilize your wealth properly and productively. Understand? And he said, please do not, he said like that, your expenses should not be exceeded to your income. What happened if like that? Let's say that you earn $1,000 per month, right? But your expenditure is $2,000. Is there a balance? It's imbalance. If you earn 1,000, but you spend 2,000, that doesn't going to work, right? So that's why your expenditure always should be lower than your income. Then you can balance your life. If you earn $1,000, your expenses should be like $500, right? Less than like that. It depends on you how much you earn, understand? Therefore, it is very important, these instructions of the Buddha, to arrange our life productively and properly. Understand? These are very beautiful to our life. These teachings are very effective and beautiful. Not only that, the Buddha said that in the future, your income, you should divide your income into 4 portions. How many? 4 parts, 4 quotations, okay? He said that, ekena bogena bunjeya. The Buddha said that 1 portion of your income should be used for your consumption, daily usage, out of 4. Okay, 1 out of 4. And then the dvihikammam payoje, the second 2 portions should be invested for not to get interest, but to use for your companies, if you have good companies, like if you want to make some development and improvement of your businesses, please use those money, those invested money. And if you are a student, if you want to study further in the future, if you have invested some money, you can use that. The Buddha said that use that invested money for your activities, not for the earning interest, but for the activities. Understand? For the development of your business or education or whatever things. And the last one, Chatuchanta Nidhape. The last one you should be deposited or deposit in the bank for the Apada Subhavisati, for the emergency usage. Emergency usage. What happens in the future if you become helpless person, like if you get a very severe sickness like stroke or something like if you become a paralyzed person. So when you forget about those sicknesses, but if you become a very old person, you must have money. If you have deposited, so you can use that money. And accidentally, if you get an accident on the road, so you may have to do a very expensive operation. Maybe you may have to transplant a part of the body. So you may have to have $1,000 for that. Your Medicare may not cover full amount, but if you have deposited, if you have saved some money for the emergency usage, you can use that. Look at the Buddha. I believe that the Buddha is the greatest economist in the world, right? He taught those things more than 2,600 years ago. He knew this, and he's the marvelous, wonderful economist in this world, right? So these are the things that I want to tell you, and these are the instructions and practical approaches of the Buddha if you want to gain success in your life and if you want to become a successful person in your life. First one, please have persistent effort. And second one, proper vigilance, arakka sampada. Third one, associate good friends, avoid evil friends. And the last one, balance livelihood. So these four methods, these four practical approaches are very crucially important for our success in our life. So these are all about Vyaggapaja Sutta that Buddha delivered to that young fella Digajana. And there are 4 things which help for the next life. That's called faith. You must have accomplishment of faith, and you must have accomplishment of morality, and also you must practice charity, and you must get wisdom. So the last 4 factors may help you to have a happy destination in the future, happy lives in the future. So I'm not going to explain the later 4, maybe in another time. So I just want to tell you the first 4. First 4 are the most important parts in our life. Understand? So I wish you all the best and good luck and good health. And those students who are with us today and those students who are join us on YouTube, and I wish them all the best. And may you be a successful person in your career, and may you gain a happiness in your life if you practice these beautiful teachings. I wish you all the best. May your wishes and expectations come true. May the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha protect you to the happiness and success. May no difficulties come to you. May no any harm come to you. May you gain always happiness and success in your life with the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Say sadhu 3 times. We can transform it to the divine beings together. Akasattha ca bummattha deva naga maiddika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu sasanang. Akasattha ca bummattha deva naga maiddika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu desanam. Akasattha ca bummattha deva naga maiddika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu tvam sadha. I wish you all the best, and Theruvan Sarana.